Have you ever wondered why people do the things they do, even when it defies logic? Why emotions, ego, unconscious impulses, and hidden desires shape human behavior more than reason ever could? In The Laws of Human Nature, Robert Greene reveals the hidden psychological forces that drive every person, including you. He doesn't just give you insights. He gives you a mental operating system for decoding human behavior so you can predict motives, navigate relationships, and take control of your decisions rather than be controlled by hidden patterns. Let's dive into the core laws that explain why humans behave the way they do, and how you can use that understanding to elevate every area of your life. Understanding human nature. The core premise. Greene argues that human behavior isn't random. It's governed by deep-seated psychological forces rooted in evolution, emotion, and social conditioning. While we like to believe we act rationally, most decisions are driven by unconscious impulses, and these impulses form predictable patterns you can learn to read. Law number 1. The law of irrationality. Emotions before logic. The first and most powerful law is that humans are emotional creatures first and rational thinkers second. We rationalize our impulses instead of confronting them. Imagine someone making a big decision. In reality, their emotions made the choice long before their conscious mind caught up. Recognizing your emotional triggers and learning to slow your reactions gives you real power over your decisions. Law number 2, the law of narcissism. We all see ourselves first. Everyone has some degree of narcissism. We all want validation, importance, and a stable self-image. But when unchecked, that self-focus blinds us to the feelings of others. Greene teaches that the antidote to narcissism isn't humility, it's empathy. When you genuinely understand other people's emotions and needs, your influence and connections become deeper and more genuine. Medium. Law number 3. The law of role-playing. People wear masks. We all wear social masks to fit in, impress, or protect ourselves. But those masks leak clues, micro-behaviors, body language, emotional discrepancies that reveal someone's true intentions. A master human nature can see through performance and understand the person beneath it. Graham Man. Law number 4. The law of compulsive behavior. Patterns reveal character. Humans repeat patterns because patterns define our character. The actions we take most naturally, especially under stress, reveal who we really are. If you can spot these recurring patterns in others, you can predict behavior before it happens. Law number 5. The law of covetousness. Desire is a double-edged sword. Humans are wired to want what they don't have. We envy success, status, beauty, power, and we often let that envy drive our decisions. Greene explains that acknowledging your envy and redirecting it into aspiration, learning, and self-improvement turns a destructive force into a constructive one. Law number 6. The law of short-sightedness. Think long-term. We tend to prioritize short-term gains over long-term success. It's comfortable to focus on the immediate, but this short-sightedness often blinds us to the consequences of our choices. The antidote? Elevated perspective. Step back and see the broader patterns. Long-term thinkers make fewer impulsive mistakes and build more sustainable success. Law number 7. The law of defensiveness. Soften others' resistance. People instinctively defend their egos. When challenged directly, they resist. Greene shows that the most effective way to influence others isn't confrontation, it's validation. Confirm someone's self-image, listen deeply, and frame ideas in a way that aligns with their identity. Law number 8. The law of self-sabotage. Your attitude shapes your reality. People often create the very problems they want to solve. Negative beliefs, self-criticism, and limiting assumptions act like a self-fulfilling prophecy. By cultivating a growth-oriented mindset, one grounded in curiosity and resilience, you break cycles of self-sabotage. Law number 9. The law of repression. Confront your shadow. Everyone has a shadow side. Hidden fears, traits you hide from yourself and others. Ignoring this shadow doesn't make it disappear. It leaks out in destructive ways. Greene encourages not denial, but integration. Understanding your dark impulses far enough that they no longer control you secretly. Law number 10. The law of envy. Beware the hidden ego. Envy is subtle. People rarely admit it, but it drives more betrayal, backhanded behavior, and emotional turmoil than most other emotions. The key isn't to pretend envy doesn't exist. It's to recognize in yourself and others and diffuse it before it mutates into resentment or sabotage. Law number 11. The law of grandiosity. Confidence without reality. Success can inflate our self-image into grandiosity, an unrealistic sense of superiority. Greene warns that grandiosity disconnects us from reality. The antidote? Humility grounded in competence. Know your strengths, but never let them distort your perception. Law number 12. The law of gender rigidity. Embrace both halves. Greene challenges rigid gender norms. Every person carries both masculine and feminine traits. Suppressing either weakens your emotional range and adaptability. The more balanced you become, the richer your emotional intelligence, a critical asset in navigating life and relationships. Law number 13. The law of aimlessness. Find purpose. Without a clear mission, people drift, and drift makes life feel meaningless. Identifying a sense of purpose focuses your energy, provides resilience, and guides your choices. Purpose transforms distractions into steps toward fulfillment. Law number 14. The law of conformity. Resist the group pull. Humans are social creatures, but that can be a trap. Groups influence emotions, decisions, and rationality. Greene teaches you to understand group dynamics without losing your individuality. You can cooperate with groups and still think independently. Law number 15. The law of fickleness. Loyalty is fragile. People's loyalties shift with emotion, not logic. Leaders who succeed aren't just powerful. They're trusted and understood. Influence isn't static. It must be earned and sustained through consistency and empathy. Law number 16. The law of aggression. Channel it. Don't suppress it. Aggression isn't just violence. It's the energy behind drive, ambition, competition, and defense. Understanding where aggression comes from lets you redirect it productively instead of letting it leak out destructively. Law number 17. The law of generational myopia. See the era you live in. Your generation's values, fears, and aspirations shape your thinking more than you realize. Recognizing this allows you to anticipate cultural shifts and position yourself ahead of the curve, not trapped behind it. Law number 18. The law of death denial. Accept mortality. Most people avoid thinking about death, but this denial affects how they live. Greene argues that accepting mortality fuels purpose, urgency, and clarity. Instead of fearing death, let it sharpen your focus on what truly matters. Conclusion: what this all mean? The Laws of Human Nature isn't just a book. It's a psychological toolkit. It teaches you to see through emotions and masks, understand hidden motives, navigate relationships with precision, and shape your own behavior with intention. When you stop being a slave to human nature and start using it as a map, you gain clarity, confidence, and strategic advantage in every arena of life. That's not just knowledge. That's power grounded in wisdom.